The Galactic Council chamber fell into an uneasy silence as the holographic projection flickered to life. Ambassador Zekthor of the Vryn Collective watched with his 3 eyes wide, his chitinous plates rattling nervously. The image before them showed something impossible, a vessel emerging from the depths of space. Its hull scarred and ancient, yet undeniably operational. "That signature," whispered Counselor Mirava, her crystalline form refracting the dim light into rainbow patterns across the chamber walls. "It cannot be, but it was. After 20 millennia of silence, after being declared extinct by every civilized species in the known galaxy, humanity had returned. The ship designated Endurance drifted through the Kepler Nexus, a major trading hub where 1,000 species conducted their daily commerce. Its appearance sent shockwaves through every station, every vessel, every inhabited world within communications range. The humans, those legendary, terrifying, impossible humans, had come back from the grave. Captain Thora Vex of the patrol cruiser Vigilance received the order to intercept. Her scaled hands trembled slightly as she adjusted course. Every child in the galaxy grew up hearing stories of humanity. The species that had burned too bright, expanded too fast, and paid the ultimate price when their homeworld, Earth, had been consumed by their own dying star in what the archives called the Great Dimming. The survivors had scattered, the story said, fleeing in every direction in whatever vessels they could cobble together. But space is vast and cruel. One by one, their distress signals had ceased. Their colonies went dark. Within 2,000 years, humanity had vanished completely, leaving behind only ruins, cautionary tales, and an entire section of galactic history marked by a species that had dared to dream beyond their means. "Vigilance to unknown vessel," Thora transmitted, her voice steady despite her racing hearts. "You are entering restricted space. Identify yourself immediately." The response came in a language that no living being had heard spoken in 20,000 years, yet the translation matrices recognized it instantly. The voice was calm, almost amused. "This is the colony ship Endurance United Earth Fleet. We've been gone a while. Mind pointing us toward the nearest station? We could use some updated star charts." Thora's crew exchanged bewildered glances. The ship shouldn't exist. The technology shouldn't work. The crew couldn't possibly be alive. Yet there it was, and there they were. Within hours, the Galactic Council convened an emergency session. Representatives from 200 species gathered, their debates heated and fearful. The Vryn wanted the ship quarantined. The Crystalline Chorus demanded it be granted sanctuary. The Hive Collective simply wanted to understand how anything biological could have survived for so long. Ambassador Zekthor found himself assigned to make first contact. As his shuttle approached the Endurance, he could see the ship properly for the first time. It was massive, nearly 3 kilometers long, and clearly never meant for combat. Its hull bore the scars of countless micrometeor impacts, radiation burns, and what looked like jury-rigged repairs made from a dozen different incompatible technologies. The airlock cycled, and Zekthor stepped aboard. The human who greeted him was tall, lean, with brown skin and eyes that held depths of experience no being should possess. She wore a uniform that was clean but visibly ancient, patched and repatched over countless years. "Ambassador," she said, extending her hand in the traditional human gesture of greeting. "I'm Commander Sarah Chen, current captain of the Endurance. Welcome aboard." "Commander Chen," Zekthor replied, carefully touching her hand as protocol dictated. "Forgive my directness, but how?" Sarah smiled, and there was something sad in that expression. "How are we alive? How did we survive? Those are the questions everyone wants answered, aren't they?" She gestured for him to follow. "Come, I'll show you." They walked through corridors that hummed with strange hybrid technology. Human ingenuity married to salvaged alien systems, all held together with determination and desperate innovation. Sarah led him to a vast chamber at the ship's heart. 20,000 years ago, she began. When Earth died, my ancestors were among 50,000 humans who boarded this ship. We had one mission: survive and find a new home. She touched a console and star maps blazed to life around them. We underestimated how far we'd need to go, how long it would take. Zekthor studied the projected route, a winding, seemingly random path through the galaxy that spanned thousands of light years. "You've been traveling all this time?" "Most of us, yes. In stasis, cycling in and out in shifts that lasted decades." Sarah's expression grew distant. Generation after generation born, lived, and died on this ship. We stopped at dead worlds to mine resources. We traded with species we encountered, some helpful, others hostile. We adapted. We survived. But why return now? Zekthor asked. Why come to the core systems after so long? Sarah turned to face him fully, and in her eyes, the ambassador saw something that made his blood run cold. Not malice, but an unbreakable will forged across 200 centuries. Because we found it, Ambassador. After 20,000 years, we found a world. A beautiful, perfect world that can sustain human life. She smiled, and we thought it was time to let the galaxy know humanity isn't extinct. We never were. We were just waiting. Waiting for what? For the right moment to remind the galaxy of something they seem to have forgotten. Sarah's smile widened. That humans don't give up. Ever. You can burn our worlds, scatter us across the stars, force us into the darkness for 20 millennia. But we'll always come back. We'll always endure. Zekthor felt a chill run through his exoskeleton. He understood now why the ancient records spoke of humanity with such respect and fear. They weren't just survivors, they were inevitable. So what happens now? He asked quietly. Sarah walked to a viewport looking out at the stars that had been humanity's crucible and salvation. Now we rebuild. We call home every human vessel still wandering out there. We establish our new world, and we rejoin the galactic community. As equals, not as ghosts. She turned back to him. Tell your council that humanity is back, Ambassador. And this time, we're here to stay. As Zekthor returned to his shuttle, his mind raced with the implications. The galaxy had grown comfortable in humanity's absence, had forgotten what it meant when a species refused to accept extinction. The ghost ship had sailed the stars for 20,000 years, and now it had finally found its harbor. But as Zekthor looked back at the Endurance one last time, he realized the truth that would reshape galactic politics for generations to come. Humanity hadn't returned from the dead. They had simply been waiting for everyone else to realize they'd never truly died at all.